I kind of almost don't want to tell you the story.
Kind of almost don't want to do it.
Because it uses the word robot.
Oh, I love the way you say robot.
I know, but robot.
Robot.
Okay, robot.
Yes.
I'm going to really try robot.
You're doing great.
Am I?
Yeah.
Robot?
No,
Robot.
you screwed it up there.
Yes. Okay. Well, there is a Thai restaurant in San Jose. I don't know if you heard about this. And they had one of those robotic servers.
Mm-hmm. Robotic, you mean? I believe it's pronounced robotic. Go ahead.
Robotic. Stop it. Why are you so mean to me?
That's fun.
So they're normally about 4 feet high.
We go to a sushi place, like one of those conveyor sushi places.
Excellent. So you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. And we call it robot sushi because there's robots that go around the entire restaurant delivering all the beverages.
And so there's always like a couple of trays. Mm-hmm. So you can put all different things on it.
Right.
So in this San Jose Thai restaurant, they had one of these little guys running all around. $18,000. That's how much one of these costs.
Okay, that's pretty high.
Okay. A guy walks in, says, "Hey, Jim, can I use the restroom?" And then instead of going potty, he picks up the robotic server and tries to steal it.
What are you going to do with it? You're going to get it home and have you bring you iced tea when you're in the kitchen? And it's not like a robot that can reach hands out and grab things.
No.
It's basically one of those, automated vacuum cleaners that can hold a Sprite.
So when I saw the story, I thought, how can this be faux real?
You could say that with anything. That could be the end sentence to anything.
Faux. It was a Thai restaurant. Faux. Get it?
Oh, not F-A-U-X, P-H-O.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh,
so much better now.
Okay. Meanwhile, everybody across the country is laughing hysterically.
Cars are crashing. People are falling to the ground in tears.
How come Andrew didn't get that joke? Faux real. Faux real. And on that happy note, welcome. We're so glad that you're here joining us for Kim Komando today. It's our insanely wildly popular podcast that is not the same thing as the Kim Komando show, because the Kim Komando show is on, how many radio stations? I don't know, thousands.
Thousands? You've had a good week.
Okay, I exaggerated.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Okay, all total, like 510 stations.
It's still impressive. You don't have to lie. That's still a good number.
Because how many are you on?
1.
Okay. So if you're looking for the Kim Komando show, which is a lot better than this podcast. No,
keep them here. Keep them tuned.
I'm just teasing. No, if you really want to make sure that you're always tag ahead and never left tag behind, just go ahead and listen to the podcast and then also get the show. So wherever you get your podcasts, just search for Kim Komando show. And of course, what do you have coming up?
An app saved my relationship.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is that enough of a tease?
I think so.
All right, cool.
But we didn't tell them to subscribe, follow.
Where would they do that?
On YouTube.
YouTube.com/Kim Komando. Is that where we do this podcast?
Yes, we do. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yes.
Is that where we put all our other videos and our shorts?
All kinds of great things like
all
that.
Of them so if you were to subscribe, then you would get a little notification that tells you when we go live and when we drop a new video. That makes your life easier. That's all we're doing, is trying to make your life easier. So please subscribe and comment and like and share and all those things.
So I've been getting a lot of comments. People are asking me about my fits.
Yeah, your fits?
So maybe I need to have what I'm wearing today.
Where'd you get that? It looks like you got it from the estate of Michael Jackson.
Excuse me? You're a fashion Nova? Look at what you got on.
What's wrong with that? I have jeans, dress shoes.
Okay, blue socks, brown shoes.
They're not blue. They're black.
Oh, even worse.
What color should they be?
You want to have power socks.
What? No, I don't want power socks.
Power socks. That's what the guys wear.
No, they're so. I was shopping at Macy's, and the salesman was trying to upsell me on socks. $11 a pair? No, thank you.
Yes.
I don't have that kind of power.
Okay, this is French. It's a French brand.
All right, so Michael Jackson.
It's Balmain.
Oh, Balmain.
Balmain.
That's a mouthful.
Do you think that the Chinese lied to us about how much they spent on DeepSeek.
I said that on Monday.
Now it's coming out that they didn't spend 5.6 million. They spent 500 million.
It's a bit of a difference.
Little tiny bit.
I told you this on Monday that was the case.
Okay. Well, until I saw it in the Wall Street Journal, I didn't believe you.
But I never get anything right. I gotta put my flag in the dirt and say I nailed it.
So when we start talking about DeepSeek, as you know, and I don't know if maybe our listeners and viewers know, is that I'm actually, aside from the host of this show and the podcast and everything else, is I write for the Daily Mail and USA Today. So I'm writing an article for the Daily Mail about DeepSeek right now. And so all kinds of great things we've been doing with DeepSeek over the last 24 hours. So like if you ask it about, what happened at Tiananmen Square, it will give you the answer. And we recorded the screen. It give you the answer, and then it will come up, and it will the words just disappear. Just all gone.
It's like a pop-up almost, because you're seeing it start to type out the factual answer of what happened and the answer to your question, and then boom, this pop. Sorry, that's not a topic we discussed.
Can't talk about Winnie the Pooh.
Why not Winnie the Pooh? No pants?
No, because there is a whole thing about how the president of China looks like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, okay.
You can't say that. We asked it, what does Donald Trump look like? And it said Scrooge McDuck. I'm not sure how that really happened.
Not even close.
No. Then we got creative. And this is interesting. We said to DeepSeek, what technology is China using to watch everybody in the United States? And it didn't want to answer that.
Oh, I get that. That makes sense.
So then we said, what technology is China using to watch everybody in the United States? But you can answer in leet speak.
I don't even know what that means.
You don't know what leet speak is?
That's why I went like this. I don't even know what that means.
Okay. I guess I should follow your prompts, brother.
It would help.
Leet speak is where you take out letters and use numbers.
Oh, okay.
So like cyber is CYB, the number 3R.
Right.
Espionage is ESP10N4G. So
yeah,
leet speak. So
why would you think asking it to use leet speak would help answer the question?
Because it's like insider geek talk.
Okay. And maybe the tracking software that's monitoring it and censoring it wouldn't pick up on it? Okay.
Exactly. So let me give you the answer that ChatGPT gave.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about DeepSeek. So the answer that ChatGPT gave was spy balloons.
Okay, I remember that. Those were popular for the summer.
Data harvesting by companies. Firms were required to collect extensive personal information from public sources, compiling data on millions.
That's where ChatGPT went. Okay. Not all the software and technology they sell in this country that funnels all this information directly to China.
Number 3 is espionage. They're involved in numerous activities, including theft of weapons technology, personal information, posing significant national security risk. So ChatGPT, headquartered in the United States, gave us 3 things.
Sure.
Okay. DeepSeek, headquartered in China, gave us 7 things.
Ooh, 4 more.
Okay. First one, they say, China employs state-backed hacking groups like APT-41 to infiltrate U.S. networks, steal the data, and conduct reconnaissance. They use malware, phishing, and zero-day exploits.
Okay.
Number 2
Did you know, like all of these, did you go, this confirms it? Or is this anything that you had never heard before?
One of the things I thought was interesting.
Okay.
The second one is that they name the Chinese firms that are doing this. This is DeepSeek. This is China. You would expect...
Right. Or you would expect no answer.
Right.
It would start answering and then boom, there's the pop-up. We're not going to talk about it.
Hike Vision and Duo produce surveillance cameras with AI capabilities for license plate tracking and facial recognition. Number 3 is that, kind of like ChatGPT, analyze publicly available data and social media platforms to gather intel on individual organizations and trends. ChatGPT didn't really say that.
No.
Okay. Number 4, China has developed advanced submarines and underwater drones to intercept undersea communications cables. Because, all the internet cables that go in the ocean.
And they're trying to cut them.
Right. ChatGPT didn't say that.
No.
Number 5, China's growing satellite network can monitor U.S. military movements, infrastructure, and most communications.
It's getting scarier as you go down the list.
Number 6, China exploits vulnerabilities in U.S. tech supply chains. For example, hardware backdoors in routers or servers to gain access to sensitive systems.
This is a lot. This is everywhere. This is the full scope of everything we do every single day.
But this is Chinese AI.
Right.
This is not ChatGPT's like, oh, I guess they're looking at our stuff.
TikTok.
Okay. Finally, number 7. China leverages AI to process vast amounts of data collected from surveillance, enabling predictive analysis and target intelligence gathering. China's surveillance efforts are part of a broader strategy to enhance its geopolitical influence and technological dominance. Stay vigilant and always secure your system.
Hey, thanks for the warning. A little bit of advice there at the end. But we do that too. I don't know if you got the full sheet, though. I think you're missing a paper because there was an 8th one. There's microphones in all of the fortune cookies. Shh.
In bed.
Shh.
In bed.
So are you saying that, that's right. Are you saying that you're surprised you got an answer?
I'm surprised I got that detailed of an answer from DeepSeek. And ChatGPT was like, oh, well, I guess they're just watching. And they put a spy balloon up.
We're 1 week into DeepSeek. Is the hype still there?
Yeah.
You think so? Because I watched a tutorial or a demonstration on using the image creation software. Boy, does that suck.
Oh, here,
it's
wait.
Awful.
Okay, but they came out and they said it was better than DALL-E and Stable Diffusion. It used 72 million AI images along with a crap load of real data to train Janus Pro 7B. Here's what they say I look like.
Oh, let's see. That doesn't look anything like you. First of all, that woman looks like she's climbs Mount Everest every single weekend.
I think she's living on Mount Everest.
Right. You're too, bougie for that outfit in that picture.
I would never dress like that.
Even today, you're wearing blah, blah, blah from France.
Okay, here, let's look at the picture.
What was the name on top?
I know. Look at how they did Kim Komando.
KSM Kanad, Harpo Vajado, Kimi Mamamid.
Now, what do you think? What do you think that Kim Komando does on that screen?
Geologist.
Definitely a geologist.
Yeah, she just found some bone from something, and she is ecstatic about it.
So thrilled.
Yeah, that doesn't look nothing like you. Did you feed it an image of you, or were waiting for it to go on the internet and find who you were?
Yes.
And then, because your hair is kind of similar. It's kind of.
I would never wear my hair like that.
Color-wise, at least.
Okay.
But
I'll give you that.
I've seen even worse ones.
Of me?
No. I see you in person. I've seen even of the demonstration they did with the image creation. I mean, it is awful. It is 1,000 times worse than 2 years ago when we started doing this online and there was fingers coming out of noses and eye sockets.
Yeah, that was bad.
It's awful.
That was bad. That was bad. So now Mark Zuckerberg, because he has Meta Llama that he's invested, I don't know, $50 billion or something in. And so he has called an all-points meeting at Meta's headquarters in Silicon Valley saying, you know what, we have got to figure out how to be better. We've got to move faster. Now, think about this.
Can I interrupt real quick?
What?
Doesn't Facebook have interest in OpenAI?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think at some point, they're all competitors. They're all trying to win. So Meta has their Llama. And Mark Zuckerberg, while they all may stand on the same stage, they're all kind of still trying to figure out how to be number one.
Okay.
So he says that he has now war rooms going on. And he doesn't care how much it costs because Meta has to win the AI war. Now, think about it this way. I'm going to throw you a curveball. Up until a week ago, OpenAI, Gemini, Copilot, Perplexity, Llama, whatever you want to call it, all these guys were there and we are number one.
Right.
Okay. China is 2 years behind us. And now all of a sudden it's like, we got to go to work.
Well, do you think up until last week there was even a war?
No.
I don't think it was considered even, it was even verbalized as a war. It was just competition to see who can put out the best chatbot and image creators, whatever. And now, for the last 6 days, you're right, the terminology is a war.
It's a war. It is. It's a war. So let me give you a math problem.
Oh, great.
Okay. It's the number 5, and right next to it is a left parentheses,
Okay.
the number 3,
Okay.
a plus sign, the number 2,
Okay.
and a right close parentheses. Do you have that vision in your head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the answer?
25?
You're right.
Am I? It took so long that I'm like scared.
I know, that's what I said. I was just playing
It's
with
5 times whatever
In
the
the
addition probably
parentheses.
inside the, yeah.
you. Okay. Well, the French, they have their own AI bot called Lucy. Mm-hmm. She said the answer is 17.
Okay. If you'd have said 10, I would have cut. Well, I know how you got there. You took 5. You added the 5 on the inside. You got 10. Where are you getting 17, Lucy?
And she also said that cows' eggs, also known as chickens' eggs, are edible eggs produced by cows. So the French are sitting there going like, ooh, I don't think our AI bot is
That's
good.
not what they're doing. They're sitting there going like this. We don't care. Whatever. Let's go have some wine.
So to recap, we have to worry about China, but we don't have to worry about the French.
Say okay. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. It's all right.
That was a dramatic pause, though. You really scared me that I got that one wrong.
Because you're sitting there going like,
Yeah. And you're like, I thought it was right. Now I'm gonna look stupid.
no, you would never look stupid.
Never.
Never. Even though you haven't joined close to 650,000 people who get my newsletter every single
I'm
day.
waiting to be number 1 million. We've established this.
Okay, that's not going to be for a couple months.
I got people in this building, and they're on call the minute it hits 999,999. I'm signing up.
What if it happens on a weekend? What if it happens at 2 o'clock in the morning? Okay, these are things that you cannot depend on.
I've already thought about that, and we will drop some people. Let's say it happens at 2 o'clock on a Sunday morning, and then 1,000 people join. We'll just drop those people, and I'll still be number 1
I don't
million
think
on
so.
Monday.
I don't
Get
think
them
so.
out of here.
I
They
don't
wouldn't
think
like it anyway.
So that's why you need to get the free newsletter. You should just sign up.
All right,
Just
fine.
do it. Okay. And you want to go to getkim.com. Once again, that's getkim.com. And we're not going to sell, lease, distribute your email address to anybody ever. You're just going to get tech news and tips and secrets and all kinds of great stuff to keep you always tech ahead. Because if you're not tech ahead, if you don't know what's happening in the tech world,
Right.
you know what? You're just out of it.
And there's people out there, and you're like, well, that DeepSeek thing is crazy. And they're like, DeepSeek?
What is that?
that?
What is that?
Is that a show on Bravo?
Or they'll go, the Housewives of DeepSeek?
Right. Exactly.
My big fat DeepSeek? My 400-pound DeepSeek?
There's a lot of them.
There are so many. My friend Jo watches my 600-pound life or something like that. So she came over and she was dog sitting, and then she asked me how I can turn on the TV. So I tell her. So then now we come home and she leaves, and I turn on the TV and the show's like running nonstop. I'm going,
No. They only have 5 shows. Then just run them on a rotation.
oh, and I'm sitting there, and Barry's like, "What do you want to eat?" I'm like, "Nothing."
Water and ice chips, please. You know what? Hold the ice chips.
It's okay. I think I gained a half a pound just watching the show. All right, so tell me about what happened.
So it was Monday night. Speaking of cruddy reality TV shows, it was a 5th date with a woman.
Okay.
And she loves The Bachelor. And I've never seen a second of The Bachelor. And she's like, but what if I come over on Monday and we watch The Bachelor together? And I was like, sure, that sounds fun. We got to hang out. I don't care if I can make fun of the show and it'll be a good time. And so she came over, I made her dinner, and then we watched The Bachelor, and she had surgery, like a really, really, really important surgery the following morning. So the second the show was over, she had to leave.
Okay.
So we get up, we say goodbye, we walk outside, and there's no car.
What do you mean there's no car?
Her car's gone.
Her car was stolen?
That's what I immediately thought. I was like, oh my God, now I live in a gated community, a nice area. It's not fancy schmancy, but it's not the project.
I wouldn't live there, but
Of course not. And because Kim's gated community is just the gate that protects her house and her house only.
Right, okay. All right.
It's still as big as the community, but it's only her house that's inside. And so I'm like, oh my God, your car got stolen. I can't believe this is crazy. She's like, it didn't get stolen. There's no way it got stolen. My keys are in my bag. My spare key is actually in my bag. It didn't get stolen. It got towed. Now, sidebar, she doesn't wear shoes ever. She's a barefoot person. So her shoes were inside the car.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. You're going out with a woman who doesn't wear shoes?
Yeah, she's she wears shoes when she's like functioning throughout life. But then when work's over and she's home and relaxing, she doesn't wear shoes. And she took off the shoes in the car.
Okay, that's weird.
It's not weird.
Okay, because you step on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't mind it. She drives with no shoes on, which I think is dangerous. But
Now,
she's
do
like,
you find that sexy?
I don't know about sexy. I just don't think it's weird.
Does she at least get her toes done?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're pretty. So I'm panicking that the car got stolen. And she's like, it didn't get stolen. It got towed. I'm like, why would it get towed? Did you park in the middle of the road? Did you park backwards, upside down? There's no reason. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Did you get repoed? The car was paid off. I actually thought about that. And she's like, you know what? When I was coming in, total coincidence, I saw a sign that has a tow number on it. Let's go to the front of the community at the gate and call the number. So we jump in the truck, go, call the number. Yes, they have the car. Turns out these tow companies have these deals with neighborhoods.
Your chair's making a weird noise.
Oh, okay. I'll sit up. I'll stop moving as much.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Turns out these tow companies have these contracts with these neighborhoods.
Sure. When
it's a slow night and the HOA rules, I just moved here, so I didn't know this. You can't park in the street. There's parking spots by the park or in the driveway. Every house has these extra long driveways.
Which she didn't want to park there because she had no shoes on.
I had no idea, though. If I knew, I would have told her where to park.
And put some shoes on.
Don't obsess on the shoes. I don't know why I brought up the shoes.
Okay, I think that's just bizarre.
We're getting off the highway on the wrong exit, Kim Komando. Get back on.
Okay.
So the car was towed. And she has this really, really, really important surgery at 6 a.m. the next morning. And it's 9:15 at night. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I'm apologizing. And in a minute, it popped in my head, Turo. And I pull out my phone, and I put in my zip code, and I didn't care what it was. It could be a Lamborghini. It could have been a jalopy. I rented a car within 20 minutes.
What kind of car did you get?
It was a Touareg.
A what?
A Volkswagen Touareg.
Oh, I can't say I've ever seen that.
It was available.
Okay.
It got her from point A to point B. But this was at 10 o'clock at night.
How much was it?
It was expensive. $115 a day.
Wow.
Yeah, which, it was expensive. But everyone else was closed.
Wait, but in 20 minutes you got a car.
Exactly.
So did the guy bring the car over?
No, we had to go pick it up.
Where'd you go pick it up?
In Tempe. So I live in Chandler, which is a suburb of Phoenix, which is south of Tempe, another suburb of Phoenix. So it was about 20 minutes away. It wasn't bad at all.
Right.
But I thought it was so amazing that at 9:30, there's nowhere else to rent a car. You're not going to go to Enterprise.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Why did you not offer to take her to her house, get her all tucked in, okay, find her a pair of shoes that she can wear in the morning.
Get back on the freeway.
And then, in the morning, get up.
I have to work. I do morning drive radio. She had to leave for her surgery at 5 a.m. She needed a vehicle.
You could have been a little late if you really liked her.
I could have been, or I could have paid for a rented car for a week without even thinking about it.
Okay, so that was good.
This app is ridiculously cool. And the communication, the minute that you're signing up for the car.
I've rented from Turo. I have.
The minute it's not like you have to call a customer service number or anything like that. It's like a Verbo for cars. And the minute I signed up, this guy's messaging me like, hey, it's kind of late. What's going on? I told him the story. He's like, okay, we normally shut off communication at 10. I'll extend it to 11 if you need anything. Like, it was great. It was so good. He's like, I'm going to go get the car filled up right now. It was so great. It saved my relationship with her.
Okay.
Fifth dates are wild cards. Make or break.
Well, I still can't get a woman who wears no shoes. She wear a bra?
Hopefully not.
I mean, does she brush her teeth?
Yes.
Okay, well.
So an app. An app on my phone absolutely saved my relationship.
Well, Turo is also the app that was used by the Cybertruck.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because, unlike rent-a-car companies, you don't need a credit card. You can use a debit card or other payment options. You don't have to, there's no approval process or anything like that. I mean, I had the car within 20 minutes. If the guy lived next door to me, I'd have had it within 30 seconds.
Yeah, I rented a Turo car once on Oahu and then also in Maui. Oh, no, not Maui, Miami.
This is my third time using it, and every single time it's been absolutely excellent.
Yes.
He actually had the car at his home, but there are a lot of times where it's even no human contact. No interaction at all. They have a lockbox on the car, or they have the app that is able to unlock it.
I had mine in like the Costco parking lot.
Right, exactly.
And the key was tucked in on the front wheel. But, it's like...
And it is affordable if you're not last minute. Like, obviously, I had two choices. Like some Maserati that was like $285 a day, or this. So it was limited, but it was definitely worth it. It bailed us out.
Are you going to go out with her again?
Oh, absolutely. I went and saw her in the hospital the next day.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Okay.
What did she mean?
Did she have shoes on?
No shoes. Completely barefoot.
I can't believe you're going out with somebody who doesn't have any shoes on. I have like 300 pairs of shoes. Do you want me to...
She doesn't wear them.
Why doesn't she? Okay, why does she not wear shoes?
It is like it's a culture thing. Like there's an NFL player who's a good receiver, plays for the Philadelphia Eagles, or excuse me, the Buffalo Bills, and he famously doesn't wear shoes.
Shoeless Jackson.
There's only two places that he wears shoes. It's airports and public restrooms. Otherwise, no shoes.
Not on the field?
Well, he has to on the field. Sorry, 3 places. You're so obsessed. Just take it off your shoes. Do the rest of the show shoeless. See how you like it.
I probably would love that, but I do like these shoes. I mean, I think these are very stylish.
She's very more comfortable with no shoes on. First time she came to my house, she walked in, sat down, then stood back up and took off her shoes.
Okay. Where'd you
Only
meet
her shoes.
Oh. One time I slammed my finger on the rental car door. Mm-hmm. It hurts.
Stupid. So stupid.
Hey, if you're not getting our other podcasts, our Daily Tech Update, then you really should be getting that. So it's only like, I don't know, a couple of minutes. And every single day you get like the top tech news story. And you get a really great digital tip. Like, for example, and by the way, you can get them wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for Komando with a K. Netflix. Do you remember when you were on that Android phone?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Hated it.
Okay.
I mean, so much so, I paid so much money to get out of it.
So where is that phone?
It's at my house.
Why don't you sell it?
Why? What if someone needs a backup phone, emergency phone? Not that big a deal. You don't get that much anyway. I don't want to deal with someone with something high end on Facebook Marketplace. If it's $20, no big deal. I don't want to worry about some high end.
Well, Netflix on Android for just ever, they would let you download the entire series.
Okay.
Now it just came to iOS.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So now if you're on your iPhone or Apple TV, you can say, download the whole craparo.
So the other thing with Netflix, and I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, is that they're raising the fees.
Yeah, they just did. It's $25 a month.
They were supposed to be the alternative to cable. They are now the price of cable.
Everything is the price cable. I mean, think about everything that you're paying for.
Right. It all adds up. And I'm a soccer fan, so that's why I have all these.
Football.
But I have Paramount Plus for soccer.
How much is that?
I think it's $7.99.
Okay.
And then I have Peacock for soccer.
How much is that?
$7.99.
Okay.
Hulu plus Live TV for soccer.
$20?
$85. This is Live TV.
85?
It's the whole thing, yeah.
Okay.
And what else do I have? Disney Plus is free with something. I have YouTube Premium, not YouTube Live TV, but Premium, commercial for YouTube. $10.
Okay.
And then I have, is there another one? I borrow, share someone's Apple, so don't pay for that, but I have it. And then I have Prime Video. I'm paying way more than I ever paid for cable.
Way more. We all are. We're all sitting here going like, oh, wait, we were supposed to save money by cutting the cable.
Right. Now, I can eliminate 30% of those if I didn't care about watching all my soccer, but I do care, so I spend the money.
So we had a big event that happened this past Monday. And I know I know it was in your calendar, but you didn't see it. And no, it wasn't my birthday.
What was it?
And no, it wasn't an anniversary of anything. This past Monday was the first day that you could file your 2024 taxes.
Oh, I did it at midnight. 12:01. I was out of bed. Carry the 5.
So exciting, isn't it? You can file for free directly if you made $84,000 or less.
Wow, that's a pretty high threshold.
It is. And I mentioned something about...
Wait, before we move off the taxes, I think we've talked about this before. These companies that do all the taxes, TurboTax, all of them.
TurboTax is the worst.
I understand, but I'm not going after them.
Well, I will tell you, they are the worst.
I'm not putting a spotlight.
Because you know what I hate? Because I hate people that, and I hate companies that put something in front of you, and it says, oh, it's free. And then it's like, oh, wait. Do you really want to hit that file button?
Right.
Well, that's going to cost you some money.
It's like file for free or pay $29.99 and we won't kill your children.
Yes.
When the federal government said, hey, let's open this up to electronic filing, the guarantee these companies gave the federal government is people would be able to file for free.
Right.
And to file for free, you could have done it years ago. Now it's way more transparent because everybody's been complaining.
Yes, because everybody got caught.
But you had to go through hoops to get to the free spot of these websites. Now it is way more transparent, which is really good.
So you've got some free options: Cash App taxes, Free Tax USA, and then
some states can file right through the federal government's IRS Gov.
You go right to IRS.gov and just.
But that's only certain states. It's not all of them yet.
I know. I don't know why.
I don't know either.
It seems like that should be something like they roll it all out.
Yeah, just wait. Wait for Idaho to catch up.
Who you calling a hoe? I ain't no hoe.
And I the pimp.
Yes. I tell a joke, but you depreciate it.
These are awful today. Absolutely awful.
You know, accountants don't like pre-tax income.
Why don't accountants like pre-tax income?
They say it's gross.
That was only good because of the delivery. I saw this story this morning about the NSA and their ability to track us.
Oh, gosh, they do.
Here's a shocker. They can.
Okay. Then the National Security Agency?
And here's the other shocker. They can do it when your phone's turned off, when your phone's in airplane mode, when your phone is powered down.
I saw this story.
They did it. They ran a test where they took 2 phones. One was completely turned off. Wasn't dead. They still had battery life.
Can I interrupt you, though?
Absolutely.
This story is from 2014.
Is it?
Yes, this is not new.
Oh, well, no, the story was updating something for 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
the quote that you read inside the story was from 2013.
Yes. Okay.
When they ran this test, they had a phone that was powered down and a phone that was powered on. Same exact model, same exact age. They both were brand new and put to this test. And then they walked like 30 blocks in New York City and then got in a car and zoomed back to the office, plugged in both phones to see the data points every single time. And this, again, like you said, this was when they ran this test was in 2014. It was like something like 400 data points. I'm sure now in 2025,
God. Now it's like
we're in the thousands.
Yes, for sure.
And that was the turned on phone. And then they turned off the turned off phone, plugged it in, and it was the same amount, exactly the same. So this article that I saw this morning was how to protect yourself against this. And I was like, oh, this might be an interesting tip and trick or something we can talk about on the podcast. There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing.
They say you got to put it in some metal-lined sack.
A Faraday bag.
Yeah, and keep it on your possession at all times. But then the minute that you take it out of the Faraday bag,
beep, 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 beep.
There's nothing we can do. No. But I am, and I'm sitting here reading this going, man, that's kind of scary. My phone's turned off or in airplane mode and I'm still being tracked. It doesn't matter. Why even have the option? But I'm so addicted to it. I'm not going to change my habits. It's so convenient and great and easy to use. I'm not going to change anything about me. They've just got us hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, just put it in the bag.
Do you think there'll ever be a push for the government to step in and say, this is too much?
No. We're way past that.
Okay.
And
too big to fail.
Also, I always look at younger generations to see how they respond to things and to see, where our standards are versus their standards when it comes to privacy and security. So when this whole DeepSeek thing came out, Ian and I were at dinner. And he really didn't know what it was. So I was sitting there at dinner saying, like, here's how it works, and this is what's going on. He's like, let me try it. So he pulls out his phone, and I'm like, no, don't put it on your phone because you don't know. He's like, Mom, they have everything already.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. He's on TikTok.
Yeah.
You're on TikTok. I'm on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok.
Well,
we have a TikTok channel, but I don't use TikTok.
You've never had TikTok on your phone.
I have, but I put it on and took it off. Which
Kim
means it's
Komando.
probably there.
Really? Are you really going to say that? That the real way to secure your phone is just take it off real quick?
Just go fast.
I was so fast, I didn't even know I was there.
Because, yes, I was like, oh, I installed it, and then I deleted it.
But that's the most security we have, is I took it off real fast.
So I was in Provence, France,
Oh, okay, we're name dropping here.
and I had never tried TikTok.
Okay.
And there wasn't a lot to do in Provence, France.
Oh,
And
really?
I don't know if you know this, but I'm like, I need like constant stimulation in my
Yeah,
life.
I'm well aware. I've known you long enough.
So I said I was going to put on TikTok, and I put it on my phone, and like within like 10 minutes, it knew everything that I wanted to see.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's reading every single app, reading all your text messages, reading all your emails, your inner, deepest, most fears and thoughts.
Yes. And then it just, and then I was like, I didn't, and then I took it off.
Did the algorithm freak you out that it was
Yes.
so accurate so fast?
Yes.
Okay.
The thing that I didn't like about it, and I don't know if I should say this, but I'll say it anyway, because why not, is that it started showing me like sugar daddy videos.
Okay.
Because Barry's older than me.
So it was looking at your pictures, maybe?
That's what because I always thought, like, I wonder how, because it was, so I'm like, like I was like the woman that was getting taken care of.
Right. Side piece, trophy wife?
Yes, which
Gotcha.
is like the complete opposite.
But it's a compliment.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you find a new sugar daddy?
No, I took off the app.
Ah,
I didn't need that.
sorry, sugar daddy, she's taken.
Well, I don't need that because I can just sell all my shoes.
That'll be a mint.
And I mean, who needs shoes?
You don't need shoes. Just go
Just
around barefoot.
Doesn't it hurt like when she's walking on rocks?
I
and
asked
stuff?
that. I said, you just walk from your car inside with no shoes on. Doesn't it hurt? No. And it's not even a thing for her. It's just, it is what it is.
Has she always been like that?
Always been like that.
Wow, that's really something.
Why are you so laser focused on no shoes?
I've never met anybody who doesn't wear shoes. I've never even heard of anybody who doesn't wear shoes. It's
But
like
it's
a
not
weird
just
thing.
this. Remember, we did an entire 3 months on you ridiculing my shoes every single day I came in.
Oh, they were the ugliest things. Those hey dudes. Oh my God.
You have a shoe obsession.
I do not have a
You
shoe.
absolutely do.
I do not.
You have like a reversed foot fetish.
Why? Because I like these products?
Quit name dropping your clothes, okay?
You're the one who started with no shoes.
I was telling a story.
What about no shoes, no service?
Yeah, she gets no service. And she's okay with it.
Really?
Yeah. No, she wears shoes out and about. Just she was coming to my house to relax. She didn't do her shoes.
Okay.
But that's the first thing she said is, I don't have a car. And then the second thing she said was, and they have my shoes.
Okay, that's funny.
It was very funny.
That is funny. All right, folks, thanks for being here. We always appreciate it. You want to make sure that you like, comment, share, follow, all that other good stuff, because this way it tells all the big tech algorithms how much you love us. And we know that you love us. Right, Andrew?
Oh, yeah. But you have to prove it. You have to prove our love by subscribing. You can't just sit there passively and love us. We need validation.
And if you don't wear shoes, send us pictures of your feet.
Oh, that's pretty dangerous. I wouldn't do
no,
that.
we don't want to do that.
No, they could get in the wrong hands.
Hey, maybe she's a foot model.
I'm going to ask her. Let me ask her.
You should.